Well, it was important to us when we were looking at the design of the building to take into account the context of the site, meaning both the actual size of it, the relationship to One Madison Park, and the opportunities of the actual scale of the building. The site's only 33 feet wide, which is basically a kind of Manhattan townhouse. But the developer had more area available, and obviously we were interested in maximizing the opportunity for him and also the potential within the building for living, et cetera. So we cantilever 30 feet out to the east, over the adjacent property, and go up higher than was initially planned. And the shape of the building is derived from two moves that try to accommodate the context or to be friendly to the neighbors. One is that we step out gradually so that light can still get down to the neighbors below, and then we step back gradually from One Madison Park to preserve views from them and also provide views from our building from 23rd, 22nd Street to Madison Square Park.
The design of this building, or since the building is kind of related to One Madison Park, is there any design relationship between the two?
Yeah, well, the two are kind of oddly uneven twins. I mean, they're connected together. The entrance to the whole complex is through our building, so they're very intimately connected programmatically. They share amenities, et cetera. But of course, one is taller than the other, and so for us, there's not a direct relationship. I mean, it's two different architects, Cetra Ruddy for One Madison Park and OMA Koolhaas for this building, but this building is a solid building, that building is a glass building, that building is all about verticality, we're in a way about a kind of diagonality, maybe you could say. So I think there's an important dialogue between the two buildings.
Koolhaas's name is obviously a big draw for the building. What was his role in the design process?
Well, like all of our projects, the project has been done here in our New York office. The kind of home office is in Rotterdam in the Netherlands. And Rem spends a lot of time there, but also travels to each of our different offices. There's an office in Beijing and also a fledgling office in Dubai. And so he's intimately involved both through visits here, our visits there, with the conception of every project we do, and this was no different, I guess.
You designed the sales office to kind of match the building as if the building is kind of turned on its side. Why do that?
I guess we were just interested in using the shape of the building in a different way to make a different kind of space. And also, we didn't, and the client didn't, and everyone involved in the project didn't want to do a sales office that was just about the kind of details of the project. Another reason why we designed the sales office the way we did, basically inserting the building at a quarter actual size into the space, was that we wanted to emphasize the way that the shape of the building provides for unique differences within the building for the different units. So you can see at a kind of larger scale the way that the actual floor plates, the windows change size, the heights differ throughout the building. So there's a middle zone where there are essentially 11-foot ceilings. There's at the top and bottom, the floor-to-floor heights expand, so there are 15-foot ceilings. And those are all integral to the way that the structure works, et cetera, so that we use the kind of peculiarities of the site and our reaction to it that make a fairly unique building to also make different opportunities within for the apartments. So this wall is essentially the view from the building, from actually just about midway up, so that you can see at one end you can see the Empire State Building and Madison Square Park. At the other you have a very clear view to the south, etc. So it's a fairly spectacular view.